Hello, beautiful people on the internet. It's me, Grattify What Ifs, and I'm here to tell you what if Deku had DNA manipulation part 3. I'm back again, and I want to say that thank you all so much for liking it. The first video has already reached 1,000 subs. Thank you all for the support, and we're almost at 300 subs, so let's try and push that forward. Also, there's also some things I need for you guys to know, since most of you may not know. I have a Discord, and if you want to chat with me and some other YouTubers that are there, you can join the link below. But yeah, that's just some of the things. Also, there's something that I want to tell you guys, but that will be later on, or maybe not, to be honest. It's depending on timing. But yeah, since you're already here, do me a favor before you head on. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and comment down below any kind of what if ideas that you want me to do in the near future. Now that I've went checklist out of the way, let's get straight into the video. So, last I left off, Izuku Midoriya had just saved his frenemy, Katsuki Bakugo, from a sludge villain, which he unintentionally freed from the grasp of his number one hero, All Might, after learning his secrets. Now, the two boys are training with each other to be able to pass the UA entrance exam, so that they could be able to enter their dream school. Now we cut to Izuku. He's in his bedroom and he feels, well, tired as it is, as he just woke up. Ooh, man, what a dream. What time is it anyway? He looked at his clock and his eyes went wide. Oh shit, I overslept. I need to be at the beach by this time. Bakugo will be pissed. Or not, to be honest, I don't really know. He started to rush everything. He brushed his teeth, he took his bath, started to dress up, and as he dressed up in his casual wear, he went downstairs until he was halted by his mother. Izuku, what's wrong? Oh, well, nothing really. I just had some training today. Now, here's something else. The reason why you are seeing Inko being slim here is that, well, as you already know from the anime, the reason why she was fat was because Izuku had no future and she feels like that she failed as a mother. But now that Izuku has a quirk and does have a future and has a good quirk, well, a very good quirk, especially if it's used to its fullest potential, she just, well, didn't let herself go. Now that's why she's slim. Anyway, back to the story. Training, you say? Are you going out to train on your own? She asked curiously. Oh, I'm just going to train with Bakugo. Bakugo, huh? I barely see him around. I hope that you two are still good friends. Something like that, I guess. Well, just have a beautiful day and don't go hurting yourself or stressing too much. I will, Mom, don't worry. As he was saying this, he closed the door and then began to run towards the beach. Well, not run towards like in the direction, you know what I mean. He started to go towards the beach. As he got there, he saw Bakugo practicing his explosions on a bunch of stuff, mostly trying to turn the sand to glass, practicing how much heat he could, well, release. And he has had mild success. Hi, Akatsuki! Izuku shouted, and this caused Bakugo to turn back, with fury in his eyes. What the hell took you so long, you damn nerd? Ah, come on, give me a break. Can't someone just sleep in? Sleep in? We only have 5 months left of training, and you want to sleep in? He started to exclaim, and Izuku was trying to calm him down. Yo, cool your jets, cool your jets, cool your jets. Come on, besides, what are we going to try today? Are we trying out some new technique? Are we trying to improve our explosions? At least the thing is that I'm here now. Bakugo looked at him but then just scoffed. Whatever, let's just get to business. So they are my explosions, not yours, copycat. Remember that, yours are inferior compared to mine. And with those words, the training started off. Now, I do want to say that Bakugo's explosions does heavily improve, but given that this was season 1, I think I might just give him something that he'll learn later on, that he was going to learn later on in the season. But I think I'm just going to add it on here because I want to see what he'll do, and that will be Flash Grenade. I'm not giving him any of his other OP stuff, but yeah, Flash Grenade from the training. Anyway, so as their training session had finished, they began to relax and drink water to cool themselves. Whew, well, that was a good workout. Yeah, I guess. You do know that I'm only using you to improve my explosions, right? Just see what I could use to improve myself. Yeah, I noticed that a lot, especially with your explosions. You're getting stronger and stronger every day. What did I tell you? Yours are inferior compared to mine. Huh. But he didn't really let this shake him as he began to think of what more he could do. The thing about DNA manipulation is that Izuku needs to have a better understanding of his own body and how it works before he's able to use it properly. And Bakugo began to prompt up, so why didn't you take any of the weaker nerds' quirks? Oh well, it just didn't seem to mix well with explosions. Like some guy only had a rock hand. Now imagine me trying to use a rock hand while shooting off explosions. That would be painful as hell. You got a point there. But anyway, today was a good day. See you tomorrow, you damn nerd. Same to you, Katsuki. They both stood up and then went their separate ways and then began to do their own training. As Bakugo went home and Izuku went home, Izuku began studying up on more of his human biology. And then he thought, what if I could change something about me? Thought to himself. And now 5 months has passed and the day for the UA entrance exam has come. Izuku is getting ready and then he heads for UA. And as he's heading for UA, he sees Bakugo there. Huh. Who would have thought that we would have just come here at the same time, Bakugo? Izuku prompted up and Bakugo just ignored him. Whatever, I'm still gonna win. How about you? Same. I'm still gonna beat you though. Doubt it. Well, let's see who gets the highest score then. Izuku betted and Bakugo began to like it. He always likes competition. Fine, but just don't complain when you lose. As they were talking though, Izuku didn't really notice what was going on and then he accidentally tripped and fell face first onto the concrete and Bakugo laughed. Hey man, could you at least just help me out? Why should I? I mean, after all, it's your fault for not looking at the road. Izuku was pissed off, but he just decided to ignore it. Whatever, I'm going inside. Now, for the written exam, I'ma say that he still gets top 10 because of all the stuff that he knows about biology and things. Now that he has passed that part of the exam, he enters the hall where everyone sees everything that goes on, and Izuku's just there sitting down and he sits next to Katsuki, which Katsuki is not pleased but just allows him because they still have that weird relationship. Now President Mike comes onto the screen and then begins to explain everything that needs to happen with the 3-pointers, the 2-pointers, and the 1-pointer. Ida prompts up saying, "But sir, what about the 0-pointer?" And then all that about it messing up their score, and President Mike just told them to ignore it. As they were all giving information about their respective halls, Izuku realized that he will not be in the same hall as Bakugo. Guess we're not gonna be in the same exam hall. And Bakugo was like, meh, you would have been outshined by me anyway. Hey, don't start talking trash now. I'm still gonna get more points than you. I highly doubt it. Well, then we'll see. As they walk out of each other and into each other's halls, Izuku started to look around the entire city. And then he thought to himself, UA has enough money to build a fake city like this? It really is the top hero school. He thought to himself, but as he wasn't looking around, he accidentally bumped into someone. Ouch! Oof, sorry big guy, my bad, didn't really see you there. As he looked up, it was Tenya Ida. Oh, you're the guy that was talking about 0 pointers? Ah, I see. You must have heard my speech. Anyway, you better be paying attention because this is an exam after all. You don't want to fail, do you? Of course not. Then you might as well pay attention instead of just looking around like some kind of tourist, he advised before just leaving him. What a weird guy, he thought to himself. But as he was there within the crowd, President Mike was there, and as he was counting down, everyone just ran. It started looking for robots to destroy, and Izuku was no different. Using the explosions, he had more maneuverability over everyone else, and he was quickly destroying robots. The first robot that he destroyed was a 3-pointer. The same with a 2-pointer, 1-pointer. He was just blowing them up constantly. And the heroes were a little bit confused from the camps, as 6 minutes had passed and they saw 2 people using explosions at the same time. Could they be like brothers? Aizawa thought to himself, but Nezu dismissed the idea. No, look at their features. They're definitely not brothers, but something's off. But I guess it isn't surprising to see 2 people with similar quirks. He might have even had a copy quirk and copied that boy's quirk, but this is just speculation so far. Let's keep an eye on them both, he told the heroes as they began to watch over the camps. And as Izuku was breaking a sweat, he had to pause himself because he was getting a little bit winded. Ooh, that's a lot of robots. How many was that? 59? Hell yeah. He started to celebrate. That's probably more than Bakugo has right now, but can't depend on speculation. Gotta destroy more robots, he thought to himself, and then he began to use his explosions to propel him more and more, destroying more robots, 5 1-pointers, all kinds of these things, until the ground began to shake, and Izuku was confused. What the hell? He thought to himself, but then he looked over and then saw a giant robot, the 0-pointer, and Izuku was completely shocked. He didn't know what to think of such a big robot. That is one hell of a robot, he shouted, but then everyone began to scream and then run for their lives, and Izuku was just there. He decided to get out of the robot's way and then think, do I destroy the robots or do I leave it be? It's not like I can't destroy it, but it doesn't give me anything. The time that I used to collect points would just be wasted on that pointer. I think I should just leave it alone, he thought to himself, but then he heard a girl scream. He looked around and then he saw a brunette just trapped under a bunch of rubble, and Izuku didn't know what came over him. He just had to save this girl, just like how he needed to save Bakugo, and if he didn't do anything, she would be crushed by the 0-pointer. As he was running towards her, she saw her pinned and barely conscious. Hey there, sweet cheeks, Izuku mocked, and Ochako is like, who are you? Oh, nothing, just a friendly face. Now, how about we just get this rubble off you, huh? He joked around, but it was still a serious matter after all. He started to use all of his strength to pull the rubble out, and he was barely getting it, but then we started to see that his muscles began to expand a little bit. Not by much, but still enough, and he was able to remove the rubble off her. Can you walk? He asked. No, I think my leg sprained. A leg sprained? With that much rubble? Huh, whatever. I just have to carry, I guess. Carry me? She asked. Yeah, like right now, he exclaimed as he was dragging her from a point where more rubble was about to crush her, and then just tied her to his back. Whoa, gave her a piggyback ride. Yeah, that's the position. And as he was running, the robot began to, seem like he was chasing him, but he seemed to gain more faster and faster. Can you still hold on to me? Yeah, I think so. Good. He pulled his hands down and then used his explosions to propel him forward and then get her to a safe building. Ooh, well, crisis averted, I guess. He started to smile, but Ochako was not returning the favor. But she did say thank you. No problem, just stay here, okay? Because, well, you can walk. I'ma destroy that thing before it does any more harm. That cool? Yeah, that's cool. Cool. He smiled again before jumping off for the robot's head, and then he began to throw explosions and explosions until he was able to just destroy half of its head, ripping it apart. Then he went down and then began to throw off more explosions, blowing up key points between it. The joints, the fingers, literally anything that did not seem as strong as its other parts. Then, as the final and ultimate move, he went behind the robots, jumped up, and then used all of his force of his explosions to push it down, destroying the robot. And Izuku was just there, standing on top of it, just breaking a sweat. Oh, well, that was a bit harder than I expected, but I need to go collect more. Before he could finish his sentence, they had announced that exams were over, and Izuku was bummed. I knew I shouldn't have just gone after the robots. I mean, I've looked cool, but now on those points, no! Bakugo is definitely going to hold it against me. 80 points? Well, let me just hope that he doesn't get anything higher than that. He thought to himself. I mean, high enough that he's able to still get into UA, but not high enough than me. I can't let him hold that over my head. As he was thinking this, he was walking away from the entrance exam as Recovery Girl had came in and began to fix all of the injuries. When he noticed this, he actually went to go turn to Recovery Girl. Oh, are you like a recover hero? Yes, that's who I am. Okay, cool. I left a girl in that building up there. Her leg is sprained. It will leave me with guilty conscience if I didn't just tell you and I left her there. Of course, thanks for letting me know, young man. I'll get to her as soon as I can. Cool, that's good to know. Do you have any injuries that I need to know of? Just some muscle tear with my overusage of my quirk, but I think I should be good. Huh, well, hope that you pass, young man. As she began to tend to the other injured as Izuku was walking out of the entrance. As he did, he managed to catch up with Bakugo. So, how many points did you rack up? Bakugo asked, and his smile was that of a maniac. And Izuku scratched his head. Oh, well, just 82 points, he bragged, and Bakugo smiled. Then that smile turned into a laugh. I got 91. What? Impossible! Izuku was in disbelief. He just lost the bet. And Bakugo still had tears of joy in his eyes. What did I tell you, nerd? A copy can't beat an original. And that's just a fact. Ugh. Whatever, this is just a rough estimate anyway. Let's just get our real exam scores before we start making our promises. Oh, whatever then. He began to walk away to his home and Izuku went to his own. 2 weeks passed and the two teenagers were just there, waiting at their homes for the results. This wasn't even about the UA entrance exam now, this was about their pride, which one had more bragging rights over the other, as almost every rival should. Now, as the entrance mail came into the letter with Inko giving his to Izuku and Mitsuki to Bakugo, they both appeared on the beach again, envelope in hand. So, are you going to open yours first, or should I? Izuku asked. I don't know. Let's just do it at the same time. Whatever. They both opened the slips and then little projectors came out. What the hell? Bakugo was confused. But then he just decided to press the button and there All Might showed up. Now these piqued both the teenagers' interest and then they began to listen carefully. Hello young Katsuki, All Might began to state, and then he told him about the exam, about how he got up to 91 points, and Bakugo was just there smugly. What did I tell you? and Izuku was really thinking that he just failed his bet. Now, 91 points is no small achievement, child, but you didn't come in first place. You came in second place, which that I should congratulate you on. And welcome to YOOOOO High, your hero, academia. And the thing cut off, and Bakugo just was so angry that he crushed it. Second place. Then who the fuck came in first? And Izuku just began to unwrap his own, and the same thing. A hollow projector came out, and they began to watch it. It was the same thing. All Might. Hello, young Izuku. Now he says the same thing because, well, he doesn't have much personal attachment to Izuku, and, well, he just starts to show him. Now, your original score is 82 points, but here's also another thing. We counted by rescue points as well, and we saw you doing this. They began to show clips of him saving Ochako from the robots and then putting her at a safe distance. And you were also able to destroy the zero pointer, which was very good, but well, mostly focusing on you saving this girl, which by alone gives you 60 rescue points. And with that, we also combine with your original score, meaning that congratulations, you are the first placeholder of 142 points. Bakugo was steaming and Izuku was grinning from ear to ear. Looks like I won this round, Kachan, he said smugly, then focused back onto the hologram. Now, I would like to welcome you to YOOOOO High, your hero, academia. Bakugo was just so angry that he grabbed it and then using his explosion just yeeted it into the ocean. Now, what was that about the original being the copy? Come again? I mean, after you used to say that so many times. Mark my words, you damn nerd, you only got lucky here. But next time, if we're fighting one-on-one, I'm still gonna beat you. Oh, is that so? Then come on, let's prove it then. The egos on the rise, they began to fight right then and there. And it wasn't really like a fight, it's more like a rivalry fight, just to see who will come up on top this time. That's where I'm going to leave it off, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this part. And, well, yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going on in just a single episode with the entrance exam and egos rising. I hope that you all enjoyed, and if you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and also comment down below any kind of what if ideas you want me to do in the near future. And this is Grattify, signing off.